New Mexico Highlands.
Here's the 2-0.
And this one
Swings,
launched into left field, and it's gone. In the first inning, Chase Anderson, the 2-run blast, his second long ball on the season. And just like that, MSU Denver takes a 2-0 lead. And he's just being a senior veteran. This one into center field, and it gets past him. And that's going to roll a long way with no help coming anytime soon. Malkin's going to score all the way from first base. And I think they're going to send Draven Adame as well. He gets in standing. And we'll see if they end up calling it an error or an inside the park home run. Whatever it does, it puts MSU Denver up 4-0. 1-0 the count with 2 down. First pitch sends us into left field, having to chase this one down. And it stays in the park. 1 run comes around. So Peters comes in, scores a run, and Walsh comes through with the RBI double. Not much of a lead still over there by Adler. And over the head of Walsh, that's going to head towards the deep part of the park. And they're going to send the runner. This is going to be an interesting play, and they get him. How about the relay by MSU Denver? I believe that was Walsh gunning down the runner. And the left field, and it falls in for the base hit. That should easily bring in 2. And the Roadrunners match the 3 runs that the Thunderwolves put up in the top of the 5th inning. Get something out of the zone, see if you can get him to whiff. Over to the left side, lightly to second. And they're going to say he was on the double play. Looks at Adame and will head home. The runners will go into left field, the hit and run. And Adame's going to get up standing. And Arguto can't keep the Roadrunners from adding another one, 10-5. And Zach Walsh with the RBI, his second. 1-2 the count here from Badgett. Pops him up, tough area to make a play. Oh, wow. How about that play from Paschke? With junior lefty. And this gets crushed into right field. It's going to hit off the fence. They're going to send Paschke. And he'll come on in standing up. So Logan Sewell picks up his first base hit. Drives in a run, and it's 11-5 MSU Denver. Thunderwolf in the bullpen warming up. Still got the hoodie on. Into right field. Does that have enough? And that is gone. Malkin, another home run on the weekend, his 3rd. Paschke, a few steps back. Looks like he may need him here. And he makes another great play over his shoulder. How about Paschke from his shortstop position? And this one lofted into left center field. Sewell trying to track it down. Pulls it in, and that'll do it. Roadrunners win this one 13-5. 13 runs on 16 hits. Pueblo 5 runs on 11 hits. And they split the series here in the first weekend of conference play.
A big bounce back from our team. I mean, obviously we lost the first 2 games, which was not the best for us, but in the end we bounced back and won the last 2, which was really big for us to split it. So it was a lot of fun to see. I mean, just seeing it up and down lineup, kids getting hits, going 2 for 2, 2 for 3, just amazing because everyone's just happy. So it's definitely tough. I expected to come in and play like a little bit, but not start every game because I knew obviously I was going to have competition with kids that are coming from JUCOs, from different schools, bounce backs. So, I mean, it's pretty tough, but it's a lot of fun. Just got to keep competing. So I've always had a lot of fun on the bases because, I mean, a lot of people now know or do know that I'm pretty fast. So I just try to get in their head so then they give a nice pitch for our hitter to hit. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, whenever you go down 0-2 on the weekend, it's kind of one of those, how are we going to respond? And I think the entire team came out and responded very well. Strain, going in, we were kind of talking about winning this series, you know. But after that second loss, it was like, all right, we're done thinking big time. We're just going to go inning by inning, win every inning, and I think that worked tremendously, as you could see. I mean, I just kind of saw, I want to say it was just a fastball up. And I was down, like, I don't know if it was full count, but I know I had 2 strikes on me, so I was like, all right, 2 strikes, just choke up a little bit, hit the ball. See it, I saw it, and I hit to center, and I saw him lay out, and I saw it get past him, so I was like, all right, I got to go. So I kind of kicked it into gear, and I saw Strain waving me in. I wasn't sure how far the ball actually rolled, but I guess it was enough to get all the way home.
Yeah, it was huge for us to bounce back. I mean, I told him, after we lost those 2 games, in the middle of the doubleheader yesterday, that, this was going to show what we had in us, and how we're going to fight back. And we told them from the very beginning, going through the scouting report, they had 2 good arms at the front end. And if we could get through those 2 and get into the bullpen, we were going to be in good shape. And unfortunately, we just didn't do that. We put them in some situations where we could have, gotten some big hits and done that. We lost a real heartbreaker on Friday, but to be able to bounce back and even up the series against a good team, I mean, they're good. Those 2 starters are very good, and they swing the bats well. They were, I think, right behind us in batting average in the conference going in. So, it was a good, comeback and to get the 2 wins and at least get some momentum going into next week.
How good?
He's just tough. I mean, he was my favorite player when I first got here, when I got the job, going out and seeing games. They said it was going to be difficult to get him, and I kind of took it as a challenge. We're very similar type players. So I sold him on that we're going to play to his style of play, and he's just a gritty, tough, hard-nosed player. I mean, he could have been recruited by anybody. He's just a little bit, too small in some people's mind. And the more you watched him, you just realized how good of a player he is. But I mean, he's going to be a great player, and to have him at the top of the order, setting the table, is really big for us. We tried it early on. That might have been a little too much, pushing him the first college game to be leading off. So we dropped him back for a little bit, and then we brought him back up, and fortunately he's been really good there. But he's a tough player. He was playing the most difficult position on the field, and leading off, as a freshman is a pretty good thing.